Rob1n sounded great. It's exactly my kind of film, and I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed all of it, but there's one aspect that I didn't like, and I'll just get this out of the way very quickly. I didn't like the lighting. There were some scenes where the lighting was really good, where it really appealed to me, but I feel like a lot of it was a lot more dimly lit than I wanted it to be. But honestly, other than the lighting, I thought this was really good. This was released in 2025. It's directed and written by Lawrence Fowler, with a cast including Leona Clarke, Michaela McCormick, Gareth Tidball, Maximillian Cherry, Ethan Taylor, Victor Mellors, and various others. And this is about a robot called Rob1n. And I have to say, he looks great. And what I was really pleasantly surprised with is that he's quite tall. He's the height of a young boy, whereas most, not all, but most scary doll, scary animatronic robot films, usually they're a lot smaller. They're doll-sized, whereas he's much taller here. I think Megan is the only other film that comes to mind where the character is more of a child's height than a doll's height, and I think it works really well. The doll looks great, the eyes look fantastic, and in general, I quite liked it. The concept is, well, I was going to say it's straightforward. On the one hand, it's straightforward and easy to follow and understand, but at the same time, it's well crafted. There's a lot of substance, there's a lot of motivation from the characters. An individual creates this robotic, child-sized doll, this robot, but the robot may not be the sweet, innocent child that he perhaps thought it was going to be. And I love the design of Rob1n. I really like the character, and it works really well. As I said, his eyes are particularly eerie. The characters, the humans and the robots, are all well written, with great performances, great backstories and motivations, everything there. Very, very well done. The narrative itself develops really well. I would never say it gets terrifying or overly scary, depending on, of course, how you feel about doll horrors, but at the same time, it is eerie, it's unpredictable, there are some scenes that are unnerving, and I think everything was really, really well handled. The camera work is okay, the use of sound is very good, so we have a good story, decent characters, great performances, good camera work, decent use of sound. It is simply the lighting that I didn't love, but I'm still happy to recommend it because everything else was really well handled, and I don't have any other complaints at all. And I will admit, very particular about lighting. I know what I like, I know what I look for, and some scenes were okay. Some scenes were well enough lit, no problems, but for the most part, for me, the lighting could have been better. But other than that, I thought Rob1n was a decent film. It otherwise met my expectations, and if it sounds like your kind of film, then I'm happy to recommend it.